Hey, Dan Gibson, web producer for the Tucson Weekly. It is me, DMC from famed rap group Run DMC. How are you?
Who? Me. While I am a fan of your group, including such tracks as Peter Piper and You Berlin, I would not have suspected you would know who I am.
I have recently become aware of your work on the Tucson Weekly's popular blog, The Range. I enjoy the mix of useful and trivial information. I heard you were going to have a local beer taste testing / interview with mayoral candidate Jonathan Rothschild. How did that go?
It went well, although he did not want to be filmed. I suspect that was because he didn't know if I was going to brodesk him.
Brodesk him? I am unfamiliar with that term.
It means when someone takes one moment from an extended conversation or set of ideas and creates a sense of outrage for exaggerated effect.
I'm not sure I understand. Can you use the term in a sentence?
Certainly. I was unhappy with the amount of my most recent paycheck, so when I was at Starbucks this morning, I threw my frappuccino across the store because it was slightly too full of caramel flavor. I was totally brodeskied.
Oh, now I understand. Hey, Dan, do you remember when I was in Run DMC and we would pose like this?
I do remember that.
I hoped that you would. If you did not film Mr. Rothschild tasting the beers, what did you do at Nimbus instead?
We still tasted the selection of Nimbus beers, along with Adam Kinsey from the Democratic Party. It was a fun time, and Mr. Rothschild made comments about each beer, deciding that he liked several of the beers available.
Which did he enjoy?
The Dirty Kira Blonde, the Red, the Nut Brown, and the Monkey Shine. We did determine that he does not particularly enjoy the taste of hops, which was somewhat disappointing to me personally.
That is understandable. I am a big hop head, myself. Have you had the Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA?
I have, and while I appreciate the aesthetics of the Dogfish Head brand, I often find their beers somewhat less than drinkable. However, this is a tangent to the purpose of this video and our fictional conversation.
Good point. While I am not a Tucson voter, so my opinion might not be entirely relevant, I cannot seem to get a read on Mr. Rothschild. He seems nice enough, but I don't have a sense of what kind of mayor he would be. Did you get any sort of impression from your time, even if unfilmed?
Not exactly. He is an interesting and smart person, for sure, and talking to him, I felt like he was actually listening to what I said and would be the sort of person that would take the concerns of his constituents seriously. However, it's less obvious whether he would be particularly forceful in office, if elected.
My understanding is that Tucson has a weak mayor system, so would forcefulness be all that important?
Probably not. I think, at this point, maybe what this city needs is someone who just doesn't screw things up. While it's easier to perceive leadership when the person under question has a certain amount of swagger and bluster, there's also room for someone at this point in Tucson's history for a mayor to try to drive the council towards good decisions. Someone with opinions, but not someone who needs to be thought of as being the winner in every political transaction.
Does your current mayor make good decisions?
It's probably better to not discuss that. At very least, I think Jonathan Rothschild will give consideration to local beer options next time the occasion presents itself.
This is progress, I suppose. Would you like me to perform a portion of the hit Run DMC song, Tricky, before I go?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Okay, it's tricky to rock a rhyme. To rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky.
Tricky?
Tricky.